These are the greatest athletes in the world. Their bodies, perfect machines. Their minds, steel traps. This is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and it is not simply a competition. It is a way of life. Passion, honor, integrity. Strict adherence to these simple principles, columns upon which are built the foundation of every jiu-jitsu fighter's game. Nothing can be left to chance. Every breath drawn, muscle flexed, joint extended. A calculated gesture executed with clockwork precision. The physical body is but a vessel for their knowledge, their armor and sword. It is two minds, gauge in there on the tatami. A chess match where the pieces are real, bone and blood. Dueling strategies pledged to a private war, sharing an invisible experience. Only once a year do the very best of these supreme competitors gather to accept the sport's royal challenge. Here, the kings are crowned, and those in attendance celebrate them. This is that event. The 2009 World Championships. The time has come. The time is now.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Sean Flanner, and I'm standing here with Renzo Gracie black belt Sean Williams. We're here at the Long Beach Pyramid for the 2009 Mundials, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu World Championships. I'm super excited. Sean, what do I have in store for me today?
I'll tell you what you got in store. You got the most competitive world championships up to date. We've got 4 or 5 guys in each division that could definitely win gold medal. We've got the resurgent of Marcelo Garcia, probably the pound-for-pound best fighter in the jiu-jitsu community. And with the absence of Xande Ribeiro, Roger's in the #1 spot for the Open.
Without Shanji, do you see anybody testing Roger for the Absolute this year? Anybody at all?
I just don't see it. I think there's a couple guys that may be able to give him some potential problems early, but by the end of the match, I predict Roger mounted and cross-choking.
Well, with a competitor list of the who's who in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world, let's get inside and see how it unfolds.
I'm very excited.
Looks like a double guard pull here. I think he's got it. That is, oh, and he got a tap from a rear naked choke straight over the jawline. Rear naked choke with the gi. Woohoo! That looks like it hurt. Oh, there we go for a nice, back on his feet. Great balance. Here he goes after the arm lock. And he's he's taking that arm home with him. That looks painful. Ow, my elbow hurts right now. That hurts my elbow looking at it. Some patience here, Sean. They're both going into the starting blocks. Look like two goats ready to ram. Here they go. They're sizing each other up. Something's gonna happen. Oh, okay, corral here. Eyeballs to eyeballs. That level change. Here he shots. Ow! That was a nice little low. We're going after the toe hold. Bernardo's trying to take the toe hold on Caio. That toe, I can't see the other side. But it looks like the toe hold. Who's gonna get this? Double toe hold. Double. Oh, there we got a tap. We got a tap, and we have a winner. Caio comes off with the toe hold victory. Now we've got the finals, Caio Terra and Bruno Malfacini.
Bruno, representing Alliance Sao Paulo, recently switched from Gama Filo. He lives with the Mundial's lightweight champ, Michael Lengi. Now I hear it on good authority that they're only friends. He is going against Caio Terra, who lost first round in super featherweight at the Pan Ams. Now he's laid off the ice cream, and today he's competing at Rooster. And I gotta tell you, Bruno's got a bone to pick, because last year he lost out in the semifinals to Caio.
Now he's stuck in a deep toe hold here, but we saw earlier him shake off a toe hold for Bernardo Pitel and then finish Bernardo in a toe hold. So I think Kaio's ankles are made of rubber. So they've got a double guard pull, and we've got one advantage for Bruno. He came up on an advantage off that toe hold. Whoever gets to the top here on a double guard pull is gonna gain the advantage.
Now, Billy, talk to me about this grip right here. He just called the ref over, and it looks like he's got an illegal grip on the pant leg. Why did the ref not stop that?
Yeah, it looks to me as it's illegal as well. I think they should have, if it is illegal, it's hard to tell from here, but it looks like it's inside the pants. They need to make him re-grip the pants outside of the pants. That's called an unbreakable grip when it's inside there, and it's an unfair advantage for the guy making that grip. Looks like Cairo's got some beef with that. They let it go. So now we're still looking to see whoever gets on top. There we go. There's an advantage given.
And he was trying to take the back from there.
Yeah. So we've got Bruno up by an advantage just from that toe hold. If Caio gets up, he's going to get an advantage.
Now, Caio's usually got a very, very creative, very attacking game. But it looks like both parties in this instance are a little bit scared of each other's weapons.
Yeah, I think both guys are a little bit unwilling to take those risks. It's the finals, so they're a little more cautious on what they're doing. They really want to get this title in the bag. Now Bruno's up by 2 advantages. When there's a double guard pull, whoever gets onto the top gets that advantage. So he's got his second advantage now.
And I got to say, Caio already took down Bernardo Pitzel by toe hold to reach the finals here. So he's already won one match by a toe hold to get here.
Yeah, they both looked great coming in. Bruno beat Felipe Costa, who's by arm lock, who's no slouch at all. That guy's has a great name in the sport. So Bruno's going for the knee slide here, baseball slide through the middle pass. He needs to keep that knee over. That Caio did a good job of getting him back into the half guard.
If Caio would be the victor here, he'd be the 2-time champ at Rooster for this decade. He'd only be the second one to achieve that.
Yeah, next to the great Omar Salem. It's been a while. I actually saw Omar win a world championship when I was down in Brazil. So right now Bruno is climbing up on Caio's back. He needs to step over that leg. Caio could step over that leg. There, try to get his hips high. He needs to get that hip a little bit higher, keeping that second hook from coming in. Bruno's now up by 3 advantages. And in control.
Now, is he looking for this hip lock, or is he trying to get that hook in?
I think he's probably trying to get his points, but taking his time. He knows he's in control. 3 advantages in a finals is enough to win. And a lot of these guys go into super safe mode when they get up by a couple advantages.
Now, for all you fans out there like me, I think you'll really appreciate the timing and the scoring in the bottom left-hand corner of our frame here. That really keeps me up to date on exactly what's going down.
Yeah, that's a great addition. Here, Caio's trying to get his back flat. Bruno's doing an excellent job of staying just stuck on him. Could have something to do with Marcelo Garcia being his teammate, huh? Woo. Once that guy gets your back, it's not much taking him off. Caio's doing a good job of keeping that left hip free. And Bruno is not quite controlling his far hip here. He's got his foot over the top of it, but that's what's pretty much saving Caio Terra at the moment, is he's keeping that hip free. He keeps clearing that foot off every time Bruno goes to take the back. Or he's sitting to his half guard, but see how he's keeping that hip free there. It's saving him.
Well, he's coming in this year with a bone to pick, because last year he lost to Caio Terra in the semifinals. That's what put him out of the mundials last year.
Yeah, he's certainly in control right now too. So he's he must have taken that loss personally, and everybody said he put the training in for this one.
Kyle's just managing to keep his hip free there, and that's what's saving him right now. Now Bruno looks like he's trying a rear naked choke here, but I believe Kyle's angle is way too off. I don't think he's gonna get it, even though he did finish on the first fight. He finished his opponent with a rear naked choke. It's very similar.
Looks like a rear naked face buster there right across the jaw. And you're right. You're absolutely right. He is stuck to the back. Very tight game, it looks like.
Yeah, Kyle is under a lot of pressure here. He's trying to find that angle to work himself out.
Now look, he's looking at his jaw. I can say from personal experience, I bet some teeth went through some lips there.
That's never any fun.
Yeah.
When it's in a competition, it's squeeze as hard as you can if you have anything close.
Yeah. Wasn't too long ago that you brought me to the hospital to
I remember
get that lip stitched up.
I remember that. That was not cool.
Now, what
liar.
are they saying here?
They're calling him a liar.
Yeah, that's some slander on the mats, people.
Yeah.
Bruno looks like he's not having any of it.
I believe they're a little ticked. They're thinking maybe Kyo's taking a little breather.
Now, Bruno came to the academy a couple years ago before the no-gis, and I got a chance to roll with him. Very, very slick game. Super, super slick. Dangers from pretty much everywhere. And unbelievably heavy for such what the numbers would convince you as a small guy. Really nice guy, too.
Yeah, he looked great coming in. Representing a great team. The Alliance team has been on the top of their game. They all have incredibly fun games to watch, real flashy.
Yep.
Now right back into the guard. So he needs to clear that knee in the middle. Bruno's doing a good job of keeping his right knee in the middle, which is keeping Kyle from locking the closed guard. If Kyle could bring his left foot underneath that foot, oh, now he has the potential.
Yep.
A potential sweep to his left.
Now, is his knee caught inside?
I believe, yeah, Bruno's right knee is inside the guard, so it's giving Kyle a little potential problem here. Just going for a modified Williams guard over there, but grabbing the collar, which doesn't keep the pressure away as well as grabbing your own hand.
Now he's forcing that leg down and stepping up. Oh!
Here we go. Nice balance showed by Bruno. Now Kyle's looking for a good grip here. This is a hard grip to break if you're in Bruno's spot. It's coming underneath.
Back in this deep half. Bruno looks so calm. He looks like he's not winded at all.
Yeah, he's breathing through his nose.
I need to remind me to ask this guy how you achieve that level of cardio fitness.
Yeah, he looks like he's taking a walk in the park. Because Kyle's in. Bruno has a potential knee bar, but I think he's just trying to maintain that lead right now. He's got a toe hold coming up.
Now, why is he not going to take this knee?
I think.
Well, his legs are a little bit out of position.
Yeah,
I apologize for that.
That first toe hold that Kyle brushed off he must be in Bruno's mind a little bit. He didn't even try it as well. Almost. We're fighting for the top. Almost. Kyle got an advantage for that near sweep. Bruno's base is too good.
Well, we got less than 2 minutes left here.
Now, it appears that he's going for that knee bar, but he doesn't really have the leg control to go there. I think he's kind of in conservation mode here. He's got the knee in the middle. He knows he's up by 2 plus 2 advantages, so it's going to take more than a sweep. for Kaio to win.
Yeah, he needs to make something happen here.
A little over a minute to go. Bruno has complete control. He's really pinning Kaio down.
It seems like with a tight game like that, a minute left, it's very difficult to get anything happening, especially with Bruno on the top.
Yeah, at this caliber, at this level, Kaio's really got to take some risks. And you just less than a minute left. He's got to open up a game and know that he's losing. And even if he takes a risk and loses, at least he tried.
With a little bit of leg work, it looks like Bruno could be passed quite easily, but it appears that he's happy to just win this with a 2.
Yeah, I think so. That was a nice attempt on an arm drag triangle.
And a possible padlock here.
Yeah. It's a hard grip. There's a triangle. Beautiful leg work by Kaio Terra to get that triangle coming on.
Oh. Can he pull this
tight.
off with 10 seconds left? He's a little bit out of position. Needs to rotate a little more to the side. Can he pull? Oh!
That is tight. That
I
is
got
on.
goosebumps here. That is squeezing. Oh! Bruno squeaked by with that one. I got to tell you, Sean, I love a victory as much as anybody, but I hate to pull one out when you're locked in a submission like that I think everybody knows that if the time would go on, that fight could possibly be over.
Yeah. Anytime you end in a submission hold, it's kind of hard to take that victory back. Congratulations to Bruno. He wins the gold medal, but you never know. 10 more seconds, that could be a completely different outcome.
Absolutely it could.
Whoo! Oh, that's a bummer for Kaio Terra.
I got to tell you, 8 minutes of strategic, positional attacking and 2 minutes of nice, fun action there. Wow. I got to say, Kaio Terra, really the only legitimate attack during the entire match and something that could potentially put Bruno to sleep.
Yeah.
Bruno squeaks away with a 2-point win.
I know.
2009. Rooster, mundial's champion. They're going to throw his arm in the air, and that's 1 up for Alliance.
There he goes, celebrating. Hats off to Kaio Terra. When I was talking about taking risks, he took one and it paid off, and then he just ran out of time.
Look at Bruno. He doesn't look winded at all.
Oh, these guys are phenomenal athletes. Man.
Bruno, can we get a quick word?
From Atos Jiu-Jitsu.
In the middle of the match, you applied a rear naked choke that seemed to go through his teeth, which fundamental element. Never duck your chin. It's not a good defense. How deep was that rear naked choke? And then my second question, how tight was that triangle at the end of the match?
Ele falou que no início da luta você pegou matalhão encaixado e estava em cima do dente dele. Quanto estava encaixado aquele matalhão?
Tava encaixado.
E no final, quanto encaixado estava esse triângulo no final?
Tava bem justo o matalhão ali, tava bem encaixado. Chegou uma hora que ele tentou até morder, abriu a boca. Abriu toda a boca no meu punho. Daí perdi a posição quando ele voltou aqui, depois foi pro meio, já voltando em pé. O triângulo tava encaixando ali. Mesmo se tivesse encaixado, eu não iria bater.
He said that the Nick here choke was very tight, but the guy opened the mouth, so tried to bite him on the wrist, and he lost the position because the guy rolled outside of the mat. And the end, the triangle was quite tight, but it would tap, never.
Well, Mike Tyson, those kind of tactics have no place in jiu-jitsu. Congratulations, gold medal, 2009 World Championships. Bruno, right here, congrats. Looks like he's got a loop choke. We could have a sleeper. And a tap!
Gets the tap from the loop choke.
I love to see it.
He's up. And he gets the victory.
What sportsmanship?
Helps the guys up. Great sports, and always great sportsmanship in this world here with jiu-jitsu.
Top game, bottom game, top game, bottom game. A lot of rolling.
He's gonna come up on top with the sweep.
Right on the neck, on the trachea. What do we have here?
We gotta figure.
He's flattened out. That's not a very good place to
be.
Oh,
That does not feel good.
my lower back hurts from watching it.
And he gets the choke.
That looks a groin shot. That didn't. Oh, the Jimmy Johnson is squished.
And he's managed to keep his balance at the same time. What a stud.
Amazing dexterity.
And he gets the win.
And he pulled it off.
We're in a potential knee bar. Nah, he shakes it off. What knee bar?
That looks kind of nasty, His time was clicking down, and he knew he had it. At a handshake, stalking, and a partial shot and a partial guard pull.
Double guard pull, and whoever gets on top is going to get the advantage.
Upside down guard. It looks like Guillermo may have it.
Jeremy gets the advantage for getting on top first on that double guard pull.
You know, and at this level, an advantage can win a match.
Yeah, look, be interesting to see how Guillermo does after making it to the semifinals in the Pan Ams and then dropping down a weight class to give his brother and Bruno Frazado the way and the clearance at the next weight class up. So we'll see how he does down one weight class this year.
I'm sure training with Galvan on a daily basis doesn't hurt your game at all.
No, yeah. They're
Wearing ankle weights, then you go against another small guy, and suddenly everything is a little bit easy.
Yeah, they have a great team. This new team they formed, Atos, is a great team. It's Galvan and Ramon Lemus, who's got both of the Menendez kids, and Bruno Frazado. And great team.
Look at that guard retention. Very flexible. Braga's got a very, very wicked guard on the bottom. I hope to see a lot of good attacks from here because he's in the position that he loves to be in.
Yeah, he's comfortable right now. He's in the three-quarters guard position. Something that
Oh, a nice little collar drag and attempt.
great attempt at a collar drag. He's using his top knee real well. Samuel Braga is a student of Dracolino, who has some some outstanding pupils.
You know, it looked like Braga could have got the close guard there. Is he more of an open guard player? Because it looked like he opted to go for foot on the hip.
Yeah, it looked like he could have pulled his guard closed, but chose to keep it open. Well, they say that he has an impassable guard, so maybe he's just comfortable with that open guard.
Well, so far it looks like it's impassable because Guillermo is he's well schooled at passing.
Yeah, and he's getting nowhere right now. From the three-quarters guard, he's got the left knee higher than the shoulder. That's going to keep Guillermo from passing. Looks like he tried the collar drag again.
Ooh, that foot looks a little twisted.
That
points it out to the ref. Possible illegal heel hook.
Yeah, I mean, the leg position is a little different than normal heel hook, but he was definitely twisting the crap out of his knee, you know.
Now, what's the ruling on that? I mean, I know if the leg is crossed the center line, it's called a heel hook, but what about actually rotating the foot and heel?
Yeah, to me, it's, he's twisting his knee, and I think that's a borderline, what they would call in wrestling, a potentially dangerous situation. It's got to be on the borderline of the legal boundary.
Now, what's your feeling on the illegality of a heel hook?
At the black belt level, I think that it could be allowed. With the gi, it's a little, of course, it's a little, there's a lot more friction, so escaping a heel hook is a little bit harder. But also, at the black belt level, we've been training so long, you understand what a heel hook is, and you got to give it up to your pride if you're getting caught in a heel hook. He's working both knees flat, trying to keep that chest down. He's in pretty good position now, but Samuel's doing a good job of keeping his head and shoulders awake. He's pushing and stuffing, and as soon as he gets that right knee back open above the shoulder, then Samuel's in a much more offensive position. Not really in any danger of being passed yet.
Yeah, with this type of guard, it seems to be a stalemate. You're absolutely right. On that top leg, his shin is in perfect position, and Guillermo doesn't seem to be able to stuff it or pull it out the opposite way.
Yeah. Now this grip is used all the time, but I've not really seen it too much where he's pulling almost like a toe hold with his head in and twisting Guillermo's knee. Now we've got a near pass.
That is really good leg work, good guard retention.
Yeah, that's great guard retention. Guilherme was in a tight leg weave pass and nearly got across side, and Samuel managed to find his way back to this upside down guard.
Now, at what point do you start attacking legs from here? I mean, do you wait till the clock runs down?
Yeah, I mean, I think at this level, Guilherme's up an advantage, so I don't think he wants to risk falling back. If he does fail, Samuel's going to get 2 points out of it. So I would say maybe strategically is if he's down. But since he's winning, I think he's just going to stay on cruise control.
Well, how secure are you with a 1 advantage lead?
In my mind, not so, but these, at this level, these guys are shutting each other down. See this left hand grabbing that collar. He's just shutting him down right now. He's trying to drag the leg across his body to pass. He's in good defensive position.
He got that right back into the same position.
Yeah, he's trying to pass to his right side. He's got a grip with his left hand on the collar. He's trying to get the sleeve of Samuel Braga and then jump to his right side. But there he's attempting it again. I think Samuel's wise to it, though. He's got a good grip with his right arm, locking Guilherme in.
Well, we're at a halfway mark here, and for the most part, not a lot has happened. Both of these guys have stalemated each other. They're both in prime opportunity for each other's game, and it looks to me like they're both a little afraid of what other can bring to the table.
Yeah, it definitely appears both of them are being pretty cautious. I mean, Samuel's just content with having his leg smashed to his face and not opening up and getting scrambly here.
That's some ridiculous flexibility. I'm not sure your foot is supposed to be there.
That is, and it doesn't look like he's doing anything. He's super chill there.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like Guilherme is going for the full plumber here.
He's
looks
going
like are there
wedgie.
points awarded for a plumber?
He's trying to get the tap out by wedgie.
Now that could be offensive to some people in the audience.
Guilherme's he's in no danger right now. I think he feels that he's got Samuel stuck, and he's taking his time. He is trying to pass to the right. He's got a good grip with his left hand, but the right hand is what's having a hard time making a good grip all the way around this sleeve.
I can see all the Humaita guys in the background getting a nice little laugh from that plumber, going right in their direction. Shanji caught a little chuckle from it. And we're stuck in the same position here, guys. All right, we called for disrobing.
That's the loudest cheer I've heard so far in this match.
We've got a wardrobe malfunction. We're repositioning. Now, talk to me about this. I recall a match where one of my favorite competitors, Bill the Grill Cooper, was disqualified for not wearing underwear. Now, it looks to me, I don't have a confirmation, but it looks to me like there may be a lack of undergarments on Braga's part here.
Yeah, that's true. And in one of the
As a
Pan
matter of fact,
Ams,
it looks like there's no undergarment.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why do
but
we not have a DQ?
yeah, that's a good question.
You know, in for a penny, in for a pound. If that's the rule, that's the rule.
Yeah.
Look at that flexibility. I don't need to see that cheek.
That's some insane flexibility.
That is.
And I won't comment on the cheek either.
We got 2.5 minutes to play, and we are up by an advantage.
So we've been stuck in this grip. They both have kind of a neutralizing grip there. Guilherme is really trying to push that pass to his right side. He is really pushing the pass on that side, but Samuel's guard is just beyond flexible, and he's just comfortable staying there.
But I need to see an attack. We're at 2 minutes now. These guys got to make something happen. And if I'm correct, I think we may see an explosion of something going down in the near future.
Yeah, Guilherme's really got a pretty good angle, but Samuel is just so flexible and able to recover his guard. His right hand is really saving him right now. Guilherme is attempting that pass on that side. If he can get those knees to the floor, he's going to be in some business.
Now, if you're Braga, why is he not making something happen from here?
That I don't know. He needs to move. He's down by an advantage.
And he's got 1:20 to go. He's going to lose this if he doesn't do anything.
Yeah. He really needs to make an effort to go after it. He could try to suck that omoplata in right there on Guilherme. He needs to underhook that arm, pull the arm through, and go after it.
What do we got going on here?
Maybe an illegal grip.
There we go. Removing that grip.
He's going right back after it. Yeah, Samuel really needs to turn it on. And like we saw with Caio turned it on, got the triangle, but just waited a little too long.
A little too long. To me, that looked like the fight was over, but he ran out of time.
Yeah.
And I don't need to see another prostate exam, but that looks like what could be on the table. We got 20 seconds, and if Braga doesn't make a move here, he could lose by an advantage. Now, what does that do to your psyche if you lose by an advantage?
Yeah, he needs to push. He's almost content just chilling out here. He needs to push the pace. He's got to get his legs free. Guilherme's got a great grip. He's going nowhere.
They're counting down already, and there's nothing happening. Nothing happening. I got to say that Braga's going to kick himself when he sees the footage of this.
Yeah. It was a great job by Guilherme. And he's gonna chop Samuel Braga down with the sword.
That's the Atos sword. Oh! We may see it come to blows here.
We might see a jiu-jitsu match turn into an MMA fight. Samuel did not like the sword.
He didn't like the sword, and that was the equivalent of you talking to me? You talking to me? Looks like a couple of guys are about to jump the barrier.
Yeah. Lost his cool. A lot of that could be because of what a frustrating match for him. Just pinned on his back. Really, I'm sure he's quite frustrated with himself, more so than getting slashed by the sword.
Well, usually two of my favorite competitors, it was a little bit of an inactive match, but strategic. And Guilherme comes out with a win.
Yeah, they both look great up until the finals. They both were a lot of action. Samuel's a finisher. He's not normally just so passive like that. Maybe just got caught with some good grips. And Guilherme takes the gold.
2009 Mundial's champion at light feather.
I'm here with world champion Guilherme Mendes and Andre Galvão. First of all, congratulations, Guilherme, and tell me how it felt to win your first title of black belt.
Como que foi vencer a primeira título de faixa preta?
Foi muito bom, eu tinha ganho já em todas as faixas, mas é diferente ganhar na faixa preta, estou muito feliz.
Oh, he's very happy, because it's so different when you win in the black belt. He's so happy.
Great, and tell me too, there seemed to be a lot of strategy going involved there. I know Samuel Braga is known for his guard. You played a great patient game. What kind of strategy did you guys have going into the match, and was it that, and if so, it seemed to work very well?
O moleque é jogo que você tem que ter muita paciência para fazer. E qual foi a estratégia que você usou assim para lutar com ele, para ter aquela paciência para poder vencer ele?
Eu quis fazer jogo diferente, que todo mundo na categoria é jogo de guarda, puxa para guarda e ficam os dois brigando para ficar por baixo. E eu quis fazer uma coisa diferente, que eu quis subir para tentar passar a guarda de todo mundo.
In every fight he tried to fight on the top because all the Pluma guys, they like to play on the bottom, and he tried to make something different, like to pass the guard, and because that he got a lot of patience to try to pass the guard, because every guys from Pluma weight, they are so good in the guard, because that he used a lot of patience to do the positions.
Well, congratulations, Guilherme. Wonderful achievement and great performance out there.
Meus parabéns e você teve uma grande performance.
Muito obrigado.
Thank
you very much.
I'm here with Samuel Braga, who just took a silver medal in the 2009 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu World Championships. At the end of the match, there seemed to be a little bit of a contest going on. Did you feel like the axe gesture was a little disrespectful?
Oh, of course. Because, you know, if I'm fighting somebody and I cut him with the axe, you know, if any person, especially here in the United States, that, you know, always looking for to respect other persons and respect the opponent. And my family always, you know, my teachers always pass me this, you know, to respect the opponent and never be, you know, disrespect for anybody. You know, and when I saw him, you know, cut my head off and throw it to my crew here, they drive me crazy. If you wanna, you know, go beyond that, you can do like MMA then.
Well, I got to tell you, Samuel, it was a wonderful match. You're a great world champion, and I got to tell you, after seeing a display like that, we all look forward to next year's match because I agree. One of the fundamental principles of all martial arts is respect.
Yeah.
And you show it from the heart to the toe to the head. And congratulations
Thank
on
you
a
very
beautiful performance.
Back with hooks in. What do we got here, Billy?
He's got the points. He's trying to choke.
Oh, and it's over. It is all over. Some leg work here, looking for a sweep.
Looking for the
inverted.
50-50 sweep.
Does he have an arm there?
I looked like he went on the arm. Now we got a foot war. We're going on the foot.
Is this nasty 50-50 thing?
Takes it by points. Now he's stuck deep in an omoplata.
Is that omoplata? What are they talking about? That's not the time for a discussion. There's a win, both people cheering, but not a time for, oh, and that choke.
Look at his head.
That was nasty. Cobrinha for a tap.
We've got the back again.
This looks really nasty.
He's got Megaton's back. That's a full-blown choke. He's got the tap.
I got to give it up for Megaton for even being there. He's my hero.
He is a stud.
Cobrinha as the clock counts down. 2 cheering sections. Who's going to get the hand raised? We got somebody
Both
doing
people
laps.
excited.
Oh!
Rafael coming off of a win. Who's going to take this one?
4 palms to the sky. We got one sitting down and one doing laps. All right, in the feather division, needing no introduction, we've got mortal enemies, Bruno Frazzato and Rubens Cobrinha Charles. Just kidding, Cobrinha. I know you got angry last time saying you guys are rivals, but I love this matchup. Talk to me, William.
It's a rematch of last year's finals. I'll tell you what, if we're judging on who on their performance getting up here, they both look great getting into the finals. Very aggressive, but I think Bruno, I've never seen him on his game like this. He was mowing through the competition on the way here. Looked more aggressive than I've ever seen him. Looks like he means business.
Now, alrighty, we've got him inside that leg. Are we gonna see this 50-50 again?
I'm sure we're gonna see it at some point in this.
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm keeping my fingers crossed to not see it because I got dreams to live, and taking a nap is not one of them.
Yeah, it's a controversial guard. Both kind of put themselves in inverted heel hook position, but heel hooks being illegal takes that out of the equation. Cobrinha is now looking for his 4th world title.
Whew. Now, talking about an impassable guard, Cobrinha's got a reputation of truly having an impassable guard, both in training, tournaments, in everything.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Bruno's not too shabby himself. He's got a killer guard. We're seeing it right now. We're seeing how much difficulty Cobrinha is having passing, even though he's 3/4 of the way past, but he's not getting through.
Now, Bruno won by 2 points against Mario Hayes to get to the finals. Cobrinha submitted a couple of guys to get to the finals. I gotta say, Cobrinha appears to be on a tear.
Yeah, he looked good on the way here. Hats off to Megaton. He fought Megaton in the early rounds for jumping in there.
Man, I gotta say, Megaton could be what, senior 3 by now?
Yeah.
And he competes in the adult division, and he's a hitter.
Yeah.
He competes, and he doesn't just show up. He actually does some damage.
Yeah.
Man, every one of us should aspire to have a career like Megaton.
Yeah, He's a stud for sure.
We got a time call and a reposition. And again, at this weight, it's a two-man move. At the feather, it should be a single man reposition. Back to the center of the mat.
And here we go.
Now with a little leg work, it appears to me that now that he's upside down, went for inverted. Ooh.
Yeah, he's really working to try to get Cobrinha off his base, but what a solid balance Cobrinha has, getting pushed around, hardly moving at all. He's looking to pass. He's got good right knee position. He's got to keep that right knee through that middle there. Work himself in. Good to step over that leg. He's got to keep that Frazado's right leg off his hip.
He's very deep half.
Cobrinha just kicks right out of it. Back into the same position. Pretty much the whole match has been spent right here. 3 minutes in this guard position.
Now that deep half has kind of fallen out of flavor, and it seems to be replaced by this 50-50.
Yeah, it's true. I think the guys are, these guys that are really high level at the 50-50, I think they're using it as an easy sweep. It's a hard sweep to defend if you are stuck in there. It's very dangerous. Look at that great movement by Cobrinha to nearly pass. But that 50-50,
is he looking for an advantage?
I think so. I think he's looking to see if he got one, but he's not deep enough in the half guard yet. But back to the 50-50, I think it's really a dangerous position to put yourself into.
Well, this seems to be a repeat of last match.
Yeah, it is.
It's two great guard players. And really good guard retention.